19-year-old man is in custody after he entered a California home and stabbed 2 people to death and injured another. The incident occurred around 3 a.m. on Sunday morning, on the 7th of March, when neighbours were woken to the sound of blood-curdling screams. Officers responded to the 911 call of an unknown problem at a premises located at 6886 Begana Place in Rancho Cucamonga. When the authorities arrived at the scene, they found 44-year-old mother Gia and her 8-year-old daughter Ruby Meng dead in the same bed together after being stabbed multiple times. A 38-year-old female friend, whose name's been suppressed, was also sleeping in a bedroom when she was stabbed. She was hospitalised for a few days before being released. 2 other family members were sleeping inside the home, were uninjured, and were not considered suspects. The authorities reported that the suspect entered the home by unknown means, then attacked his victims before exiting through the rear sliding door. A search of the area was conducted to try and locate the suspect, but to no avail. It is said that the victims were Chinese immigrants who spoke very little English and had moved into the area a few years ago. Investigators collected evidence at the crime scene, including obtaining security footage of the suspect, who may have sustained an injury, walking away from the neighbourhood shortly after the murders. The police enlisted the help of the FBI to help solve the identity of the attacker. The authorities said they used multiple investigative tools, and after 5 weeks of exhaustive research, they identified 19-year-old Jacob Allen Wright as a suspect. On the 13th of April, detectives performed a traffic stop on Jacob's vehicle. They interviewed him and searched his property to gather further evidence. He was arrested and held at the West Valley Detention Centre without bail. He is charged with 2 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder and 1 count for entering the home to commit a felony. There was no known prior connection between the victims and Jacob, and nothing was stolen from the premises. The authorities said he acted alone, and the motive of the attack remains unclear as the investigation into the matter continues. Parents in Tazewell County, Virginia, are facing charges after their infant son died of a drug overdose. On the 22nd of April this year, 28-year-old Kayla Stanford and 30-year-old Evan Stanford of Baptist Valley Road brought their 4-month-old boy to a hospital where he was later pronounced dead. The medical examiner found Suboxone and Methadone in the infant's system. The cause of death was determined to be the toxic effects of both substances. Both parents admitted to having Suboxone residues on their hands and touching the infant's face and mouth. An interview was conducted with a witness who advised that she had seen Methadone delivered to Kayla just 3 weeks prior to his death. The parents stated the baby had been in their room with them from the time he went to sleep until they found him unresponsive. The infant was solely with the mother and father that day and night, according to the mother. The parents were arrested on the 9th of July and have been charged with involuntary manslaughter and child endangerment, and they're being held without bond at the Southwest Virginia Regional Jail. 2 attackers slashed a 61-year-old man after they got into an argument with him in New York. The incident occurred around 9:40 a.m. on the 12th of July, when the man got into a dispute with the pair at the corner of Valentine Avenue and East 204th Street in the Jerome Park section of the Bronx. As the fight escalated, the 2 started attacking the man and slashed him with an unknown object. The 2 attackers fled the scene in a black Honda Civic after the assault. The 61-year-old man was taken to a local hospital where he was treated and released. The attackers are on the loose and are wanted by the authorities.